This break is brought to you by Netflix. Head on over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV to sign up for your free trial today. Stream all of your favorite movies and TV shows straight to your console at home. That's www.netflix.com/GameBreakerTV. All right, jumping into it now. The GSL round of 32 is done, and I think we're going to see a new champion. We've got Cal2 on the line. Cal, fill us in. Why are we more than likely to see a new champion this season?
Well, the main reason we're going to see a new champion this season is because the majority of defending champions have already dropped out of Codes. It's like you've got last season's winner Dongregu, he fell out in the Group A. You've got Jarkshi, MMA, Nest-T. They've all fallen out of Codes already. It's like this is the first hurdle and we've already lost the majority of our champions. The only ones we've got left at the moment is MC and MVP, who are both only just made it in basically the last match of their group. They only just made it in. And the main reason I think we're going to see a new champion, like I don't see MC or MVP actually winning this season of Codes, is because the amount of talent in Codes at the moment is phenomenal. We've got Marine King, Genius, Squirtle, Parting. These names are just so, you just expect them, because they're so amazing at the moment. You just say, okay, Parting could win Codes, and people are like, yeah, I can see where you're coming from, because they're so good right now. I mean, this is so amazing, the fact that the competition in Codes is so high that defending champions are actually falling out at the first. It's not even like we're at the semi-finals where the defending champions fall and they're like, oh my god, there's an upset here. They're falling at the round of 32. This is the first hurdle and we're already seeing previous champions falling.
I mean, it's always great to see, competition in StarCraft 2. Matches are never really fun if you're just watching one person or one group of people sit at the top spots. It's nice to see some fresh new faces in there.
Yeah, it just keeps the scene just so fresh. It's like you said, there's no fun if you just tune in and say it's like you're watching Dongregu. I mean, there is a level of you expect these players. It's like everyone was like, okay, Marine King, IPL4, he's obviously got this. But then he didn't. Then it was left up to Squirtle and Alive in the finals, and it just gives you that sense of, okay, this is amazing, because you approach a match and you're like, okay, I hope this guy's going to win. He's going to win. And then he doesn't. It just gives you that sense of, oh my god, this is amazing. I can't believe this person's done it. It keeps the scene so fresh, and the fact that Codes just shows so much of this competition, it's just incredible, because there's no sign of, okay, these guys were previous champions. I mean, we've had MVP and Nest-T dominate the scenes, but it hasn't been over like one period of time. They're still here, they're consistent, but you've got all of these other players that are always consistent and just as good.
Now, are there any names that are really kind of catching your eye that are going to do well in the round of 16?
Well, like I said, there's so many people in the round of 16. It's unbelievable. But people that I'm going to say that are more likely or not going to make it through the round of 16, I'm going to say Parting, Taja, Maru, Marine King. These are all names that I see going through. I mean, the Parting, Marine King, Taja Group C is incredible. I don't know who on earth is going to come out of that one. But for players that I definitely see are catching my eye, definitely has to be Parting and Marine King, because they're just playing so well at the moment. So they're definitely the definite two to keep your eye on in the round of 16. And my outsider, I'm going to have to say, is Maru, because he's just one hell of a Terran right now.
All right, so now on to the big news. NaNiwa has made it through. That's right, the first foreigner given the seed that has actually advanced and did so well. So could we see NaNiwa do well here?
Well, he actually did really well in his group stages. Like, he's the first foreigner because both Idra and Sen were given their Code S seeds and they both dropped out. And then Idra's actually dropped out to Code B, and then his next match, he never actually won a match following that seed. And NaNiwa just decided to take both of his first matches. He took Puzzle down 2-1. Puzzle's an amazing Terran from Slayers. And then he took down Ryung 2-0. And it's just, he was in a group with MVP. Everyone expected MVP to dominate this group, and then NaNiwa said, no, I'm going to be the first person out of this group. And it's like, it's great seeing him just doing so well, because we all know he's got the potential. I mean, look at his Providence results. That was just so amazing. But then, when you look at NaNiwa's group in the round of 16, like I said, the competition's so high, but he's in a group with Supernova and Genius. I mean, there is a slight chance he could get out of here, because Virus, he can be a little bit dodgy sometimes. You've got Supernova, who I'm going to say NaNiwa's on the same thing, but there's no chance in hell he's ever going to take Genius down, because Genius is, let's face it, probably one of the best Protosses in the world, up there with Parting and MC right now. But I mean, everyone in the forum world has got their fingers crossed, and they have hope for NaNiwa getting out of their thing. But I'm not sure if he can get it out. But I do have a lot of hope. Well, I have a lot of hope for NaNiwa actually making it out of the round 16.
All right, guys. Well, for all of your StarCraft news and updates, be sure to catch APM as well as keep it tuned right here to GameBreaker TV. And if you haven't yet, be sure to head on over to Netflix and sign up over at netflix.com/GameBreakerTV. I promise it'll be worth the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.